Hey guys, Tim, Second Wind Farmstead here again. I don't know if y'all remember, several months ago we did a video of a couple of them actually of the electric fence installation. Turns out, as well as it worked at keeping the pigs in, because it actually did. I managed to get it where we shock them and they learned to respect the boundaries real quick, which is great because I'm fixing to show you what this fence looks like right now. I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of bright. Anyway, it's down everywhere. We didn't know this until the last couple of days. And some of it's still standing back here. But I do believe, based on the fact that there doesn't seem to be a lot of activity by the two hogs back here. Well, there's some, but nothing up against the fence till you get here. And I'm pretty sure that's chickens scratching all around these stumps. I don't think chickens tore the fence down. What I think tore the fence down is deer coming through here, because we feed everything with corn and sweet feed. And I think the smell has just been too much. This corner back here, which leads to a clearing in the woods, which has quite a bit of traffic evidence as far as footprints and rubs, they completely demolished any semblance of electric fence here. So we've had to do a double take. I'm getting rid of the electric fence. It doesn't work very well in the sand. We had to double strand it. If you want to see how that works, I'll try to remember to link the video right here, right above me. But we're gonna go a slightly different route. We've closed the boys back up in their little lean-to paddock. So what we have decided to do is we're gonna wreck this little piece of flimsy fence wire and give them a little bit more room. And I don't know if y'all noticed about me, but I love pallets. And I've got a pretty good supply of them. I can get them free pretty much as I need or want. So what we've started doing, again, this is temporary because this whole area is actually going to serve another purpose once we get the land cleared and move all the livestock to the back. But for right now, we're going to build a pallet paddock. Attach it to the cattle gate that's existing and they're already utilizing. There's a second piece right here. That will be the end. We're going to expand it out square with what's going on here. Took the first pallet, stood it up tight against the post, and I used this piece of cover board to drill into the pallet crosses and pull it tight against the fence for security. Now this, you can see it rocks. I'm not using stakes, I'm not using posts. I'll get into a little bit more about the build later. But basically what we're doing, we're bringing them together with a flashing piece, tying them together at the top. I've got old 2x4s from a demo job. We're stringing out through the bottoms, one for every 3 pallets, and tying them in good and tight. Here's another set. And then about every third, I'm gonna drive this T-post in the ground. We're gonna pull the top of it good and tight against it, give it something to hang on to, and put a scabbard across it to lock it into place, just for security so they can't push the bottoms out. But that's what we're doing today, and I've had high hopes for the electric fence, being able to utilize it out here. It just is not going to work for our homestead, so we will backtrack. Use a football metaphor, we're going to drop back, give it a punt, start over. So anyway, that's us for right now. That's what we're doing on this chilly day. Hope y'all are having a better day than us. With whatever you're doing, try to be productive. We'll talk to you a little bit, give you another update. All right, so we started the fence yesterday. I'll show you what we got up to right now. In here, tied the corner. You can kind of see a little bit better what we're doing to tie them all together. This one is locked in super tight. And what we're trying to do is the 2x4s on the bottom. We're using full 7-8 foot 2x4s. We're legged on scrap, trying to span as much as possible. And if you look on the back here, you can see again how I've stabilized the fence with a T-post, a couple of feet in the ground, just to keep it from getting pushed out and out of whack. Coonies aren't really known for testing fences too much, but they do itch and they scratch a lot. And, a 300-pound hog is scratching against the fence, but you can move it. But I've got a little more strengthening to do. Here we literally utilized a stump of a tree that was cut off as part of this big one and just screwed that fence directly into it, so it's not going anywhere. But what I want the camera out for, show you now the challenging part. We're fixing to tie into this rickety fence we had thrown up here for them in the beginning. So what I'm thinking, I'll squeeze through the hole, almost a straight line of that wood post between these angle lines, T-posts. So what we're going to do is I'm going to cut the fence away, and we're going to bring the next set of pallets directly in front of this one, behind this one, leave them in there because they've been anchored for almost a year now, and then straight to that post and tie it in, and I'll show you what that looks like. Hopefully these boys will stay asleep while we do that. Alright, so the new temporary boar paddock is complete with the pallet build. I'll give you a peek of what we got done. Now we kept the original hog house here and of course the little gate, and we attached our fence to the hinge pole here and through. Alright, you can see the cream and black here is our boar for breeding, and that's his buddy Barrow. And back to where we started the fence. Attached into the back corner, this section right through here next to the water trough that I got to take out. This little area, just right here, was the original little flimsy wire pin they had. So when we got rid of the excess roaming of the electric fence, that was a disaster. We had to give them a little bit more room, so we spread this out here where it's clear. And I think last time I had the camera up, we had filmed right up to back here. We got a couple more stakes that I've got to tighten up right here where I have not locked them in yet. Other than that, it's complete. Got an extra one here so they can't push on it. Of course, where it's attached to the tree. We got the wooden trough. Got it nailed to the bottom so that hopefully they won't push it up too easy. And I never did a build on the water troughs we use. They're just half a 55-gallon drum. If you saw my last video where we did the raised flower beds, basically the same concept. We split the drum in half, treated 2x6s all the way around it, and then if you look at this one, I had legs on it so that it would sit level with the curvature of the bottom. But the pigs are so short, being coons, that they really couldn't reach it very well. So what we've done is dug a hole down, set it in, plumb it up level, and then backfill it. And once it rains a bit and all that backfill washes in, it'll just about lock it in the ground. If you try one of these, they're super simple. They're very cheap if you can find the barrels, really inexpensive. A note, my first one just had some manger type cross legs, and if you don't do the perimeter completely, the pigs lay in it in their summer and they just waller it all out. So that one's got to come up and be redone. But that's the fence from the inside. And around the outside, excuse the mess, I've got junk everywhere. And all the way down the back. Little plastic swimming pools for the summer. When it gets hot, we fill them with water, get them a little something to cool off in. And then right down the side we go. That's the new paddock. Pallet ideas are not new. I love them. They are actually really easy to find, cheap if not free. I don't think I have ever paid for a pallet. I've located a couple of places near work that get shipments of parts and supplies in regularly, and they don't have a pickup plan on their pallets, and they are more than happy for me to come. I can take the big truck, I can haul 30 to 50 at a time in my truck. Even when I had a smaller truck, I could get 15. So it's worth the time, worth the effort to bring it home. They're extremely useful. They've got a little bit of a rustic look to them. They're not perfect, they're not beautiful. You're not gonna be in home and gardens because of it, but home and gardens is not what most of us are after. We're looking for practical, inexpensive, and just something that adds a little flavor to the farm. I know for us, we're trying to go as rustic as we can, and I just like that look. I like that feel, and I like not having to spend a lot of money on a fence. So that's it for now. Hope you enjoyed. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, share it with friends, Facebook, YouTube, however you do your social media, and help us grow. And until next time, till I'm out.